Hi everybody, I'm going to start in a second. I just want to give everybody a chance to join the live if they want to join. Before we get started, I'll introduce myself if you've never watched my channel before. Hi, my name's Gwen and this is my YouTube channel, So Naturally Gwen, and I wanted to go live today to do a natural hair Q&A. So yes, thank you for submitting your questions. I'm really grateful because I was worried that we wouldn't have anything to talk about, but we have some questions, so I'll be able to share them with you guys. I apologize because I thought I could use horizontal view, but it's okay. We're gonna go vertical. So next time I'll know to use maybe like my laptop or something so that I can have a vertical camera on the horizontal camera. So yes, I asked you guys on my YouTube community page if you wanted to see a live video Q&A or if you wanted to see a like recorded video, and most of you said a recorded Q&A, so I think this is a happy compromise because I'm able to have the ability to talk to the people that wanted to view it live, and then I had the people that wanted to see it later. So yes. Oh, hi, I see some people joined. I don't know who's watching, I can't see names or anything, but hi, welcome to the live. So yes, before we get started, I wanted to announce something. So I put in my YouTube community page as well as my Instagram and things like that, that I will be starting a natural hair consultation service. So it will be called Natural Hair Healing with So Naturally Gwen. I don't know why I decided to call it that, but the idea just came to me. So basically, I want to be able to give you all a space where you can get personalized natural hair advice that is, beyond what I post here on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok. Because I find that I hold back when I'm giving some advice just because everyone's hair is different, but I wanted to create a space where I can say, no, like, I know your natural hair, like I've learned it along with you and I can give you personalized advice. So for anyone who just joined, I'm announcing my natural hair consultation service where I will be able to give you personalized natural hair advice. So yes, you can look in my about page. After this video goes live, I will put the link in my description box, but it will just give you a space where I can learn more about your natural hair and I can give you personalized advice. So that is the consultation service, and let's move on to the Q&A. iPad is freaking out. Oh, it's not letting me look on here. Okay. Just pulling up the questions. Okay, I cannot see, I'm so blind. Okay, so this first question is from Kaya Strand 7200. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. So her first question is, what do you think about the Miele situation? Will you continue to purchase from them? So that is her first question. So hi, if you're watching. So I don't know what you mean. I just know about the one about the lady from New Orleans who had her video promoting the rice water collection, and then she didn't like the collection. That's the only situation with Miele that I know of, unless there's another one that I don't know about. But if you're talking about that one with the rice water collection, um I don't have much of an opinion on it. I think it was a collection that she put out. Someone didn't like it and she was a little bit like hurt by it and, had an L in public. So yeah, I think that's probably what happened. So I just think, yeah, at first I was kind of like weirded out by it just because everything that had transpired between her and the creator was a little weird to me, but I feel like it's probably like, I'm trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. Like, it's probably like just a human response. You know, if someone doesn't like something that you took the time to create, you're probably going to get offended. And so I'm just hoping that she learned from that mistake. I haven't heard of anything else beyond that. So will I continue to purchase from them? Yes, I will. I did drag my feet to try her products just because of that situation. When I heard about it, I had never used any Miele products, and then fast forward I had. So regarding the Miele situation, I don't really have that much of an opinion on it. I think she just, yeah, probably didn't like how the creator reacted to her product, and she was probably just like upset that someone didn't like her product. But that's all I have to say about that, and I am purchasing from her company. Okay. Next question is, what's your skincare routine? I love to hear how it may be different as a nurse than before you got into the field. So just to correct her, I'm not a nurse, I'm a doctor. I'm training to become a family medicine doctor. So made that correction there. But what is my skincare routine? So I did bring some things to show you guys. I'm going to be making a skincare routine, just trying to figure out how I want to post it. So I have a table here, so I'm trying to bring it over. So I'll just go quickly. I don't want to talk too much about this. So first I use this liquid Neutrogena soap. So this is just a fragrance-free face wash that I've been using for years. So this is the only thing that I use to cleanse my face. To remove my makeup, I like to use makeup wipes. I know that's not what you're supposed to use, but these are what I use just by Walmart. I like these ones, the ones that are comparable to the Neutrogena ones. You can get them in like a 2-pack for really cheap, so I use those. And then also I like to use this. This is the Pharmacy Green Clean Makeup Melt Away Cleansing Balm. So I use that to remove my makeup. Hi to anyone who just joined. I'm showing my skincare routine because someone asked. So yes, like I said, I use this Neutrogena face wash, and then I like to remove my makeup with the Pharmacy Cleansing Balm and those makeup wipes. And then I use Vaseline as a moisturizer, so that's what I use to moisturize my face. And then I think the main part of my skincare, not only just cleansing, is like the treatments that I do on my skin. So the first one that I love is a clay mask. I love clay masks. I use them like every other day. This is my favorite one. This is by Freeman. It's the Purifying Avocado and Oatmeal Clay Mask. I used to be able to find these at Walmart, but I think something happened. I can only find them on Amazon. So, yep, I have these. I think they're in my Amazon store. If not, I'll add them. But yeah, I like to use this, and you can use this daily if you need to. So that's what I like to use on my skin, and you only have to leave it on for 5 minutes. So I like to use that. And then what else? And then other than that, I like this one. This is probably my favorite mask that I definitely recommend. This is the Body Shop Japanese Matcha Tea Pollution Clearing Mask Treatment. So I like to use this. It like helps to remove like the pollution from my skin. So yeah, that's what it's supposed to do. And I definitely notice a difference. My skin feels so much softer. So I like to use that. And then I have a couple of moisturizing masks that I like to use. They're from First Aid Beauty, and I find them at TJ Maxx. They're really good. They're really gentle. First Aid Beauty is for like sensitive skin, which is what I have. So this is an oatmeal mask. It's just moisturizing. And then it's this bouncy mask. It's basically just like a cucumber scented like moisturizing mask that I really like. And then I also am a huge fan of sheet masks. So yes, that's what I like to use. I have very sensitive skin, so I just see what my skin likes. And then usually what I have to do is just quickly wash off the residue. So that's what I do for skincare. And to answer a question about if my skincare routine changed ever since I joined the healthcare industry, it really didn't. I honestly got my tips from watching on YouTube. I really like K-Beauty. I follow a K-Beauty YouTuber named Edward Avila, and I really like his content. Also, just through my life, I like, you know, really sensitive skincare type of products. So that's what I like to use. I got a question. Okay. So hi Taro. So I got a question and it said any nutrition tips regarding healthy hair. Honestly, I say to make sure you drinking a lot of water. And also, I think just in general, not necessarily like what you eat, but stress level affects your natural hair growth a lot. There is a state that your hair can go into called telogen foveum. I think that's the term. Basically, it's a stress response. And so when your body's stressed, it can shed hair. And so that is something that I have to keep mindful of. I know that during med school, a lot of stress was going on, so I made sure that I kept my stress levels down, and I noticed that when I had a lot of stress, I was shedding hair like crazy. So that's something I would say for nutrients, but otherwise I say like your regular multivitamin. Thank you. So yeah, that's what I would say. But nutrients, I mean just regular nutrients. Eating food that contains vitamins and things like that is definitely going to keep your hair healthy as opposed to eating, unhealthy things. So I would definitely say that any type of nutrient is good, but drinking a lot of water is important. So those are things that I would say for nutrients to help healthy hair. Okay, next question I got is from I feel like it wants to say Teresa, but that's not how it's spelled. I think it's Teresa, yeah. Teresa Lucas 9477 said, I would like to know if you are still pursuing nursing school. If not, would love to hear an update. Yeah, so I am actually not a nurse, I'm a doctor. So I graduated medical school in 2021. And so I am pursuing the healthcare field to become a doctor. So I'm currently in residency. So I'm studying to become a family medicine doctor. And so residency is 3 years. And so I'm in my second year. So I graduate next year. So that is the update for my, yeah, what am I trying to say? That is the update for my career path. And then I got another comment. Okay. Next question that I got is by pinkglow9048. Hi for watching. I get a lot of comments from her. So first one is, have you finished your residency yet? And what is your specialty? So I answered that question. It's fine. No, I have not finished residency yet, and I am looking to study family medicine. Okay, question number 2, which state are you in? I'm currently in Pennsylvania. I've pretty much been in Pennsylvania my whole life. I've traveled places outside of there and like outside of the country and the continent, like outside of the US, but currently I'm in Pennsylvania. And do you believe that you can fully detangle with just your fingers? I definitely think so. I do use like water, I have my hair under the water stream and I will use the water to help, my hair kind of separate. I definitely think that adding water to your hair, adding any type of product can help with detangling. But yes, I do believe you can fully detangle your hair with your hands. I do that. I don't like using combs just because it makes my hair feel really, I don't really know, but my hair just feels very dry and it gets more brittle when I use combs, so I don't use combs. So I do believe that you can fully detangle your hair with just your fingers. Thank you for those questions. So next, I thought we could go through some of the questions that I get on my YouTube videos. So some things in the comments that I can address because I think not everybody sees the comments. So I think I'm going to look at those questions next. Here is one. This question is from GJ476. Sorry about that. Hey, my hairs are frizzy, dry, curly, respond well to protein, become dry when, okay, basically, okay, so she's describing her hair, and then she said that she did the water porosity test, and she said that her hair is low porosity. So the dilemma is that she feels that, okay, so she's basically saying that she thinks that her hair, based on its characteristics, are high porosity, and it being more prone to frizz and dry and responds well to protein. But she says that based on the hair porosity test, she's low porosity. So she's wondering what she should do and if she should follow low porosity techniques or high porosity. So, what did I end up telling her? I feel like in that situation, everyone's different. I feel like it's not set in stone. I feel like you can have characteristics of different types of porosities. So I described her hair as like medium porosity, and I told her to just kind of see what works for your hair and kind of go with that. It's unfortunate that, you know, sometimes you can have a lot of different textures going on, a lot of different porosities going on, even in different parts of your hair. So it is common to have that. I personally have all high porosity, but I would definitely say certain areas of my hair are higher porosity. Like the top of my hair is definitely more porous, and then the sides of my hair aren't. So that's what I would say about that. So if you have that situation, I would just kind of see how different parts of your hair react. And feel free to add more questions to the chat for anyone who's watching. Thank you for being here. Okay. All right. Next, she said, what shampoos do you recommend for high porosity hair? Shampoos tend to make my hair dry and matted. So shampoos that I'm currently loving are the Camille Rose Sweet Ginger Cleansing Rinse. If you watch my channel, you know that I swear by that product. I really like it. I like how it doesn't dry my hair out too much, and I like how it, yeah, makes my hair feel softer. I don't know. Shampoo is drying to the hair no matter what product you're using. So I do think you can have a drying effect when you use any shampoo, especially too often. But that is one that I don't notice that my hair gets very dry. Another one that I like is the TGIN sulfate-free shampoo. I really love that shampoo as well. I just recently tried it. And I also like how that one doesn't make my hair too dry. But overall, I would just say making sure that your hair has enough moisture and making sure that you don't shampoo too often, I think can help your hair withstand any shampoo that you throw at it. That's something that I noticed when I space out my shampoos and I make sure that I keep the moisture, you know, in between the shampooing. I find that my hair doesn't end up too dry when I'm shampooing. Okay. Okay, someone asked if I looked into the Tabitha collection. I've never heard of the Tabitha collection. I feel like, sorry, I'm gonna drink something because my throat's getting dry. I feel like that's the brand that just launched in Target or Ulta or something like that. I think she is like a designer or some type of like media person. I don't know. I saw she made a collection in Target for like home decor and like clothing, I think like that. I think or something like that. And I think she launched a hairline. I have not tried it. I wonder if any of you guys have tried it and liked it. I'm interested to know. So if you have, please let me know because I might try that. I don't know. I have my own kind of like beef with Ulta, so I don't really shop at their store. So yeah, sometimes I do, but not too often. So that's just me. But if the products are good, I'm willing to try them. No problem. Someone asked about a skincare routine. I think this is the same, unless someone else asked about my skincare routine. So hopefully you see this video. Okay. Someone also asked, how long does your hair process take? So I would say it depends on what hairstyle I'm doing, obviously, but this was on a wash day video. So for wash day, my wash day can take anywhere from 1 to 2 hours. And if my hair is really really tangled up, it can take longer. And so I know it's definitely a waste of water. So that's something that I've constantly thought about. Um, so yeah, but usually my process will take like an hour to an hour and a half. But that is also my hair care and body care. So it's not just me, strictly washing my hair. So that's what I will say. And I'm also letting products sit in my hair and I'm trying to detangle. So a lot is going on, but to answer the question, my process usually takes like 1 to 2 hours. I think mine took 1 hour yesterday. Let's see. I'm just honestly going through my comments to see if there's any other questions. Okay, this is a good question. Okay, so someone said she was trying to look around and find out more tips for high porosity hair. She said you made a point about layering your leave-ins with heavy creams and was just wondering if this also applies to fine hair. I heard that creams tend to weigh down the hair and can lead to product overload. So I think this is a good question because I do describe my hair as fine. And what I mean is each hair strand is fine, but the density of my hair and also my hair type is different. So while I do have fine hair strands, I have type 4 hair and I have medium density hair, but mostly I'm type 4 hair. So therefore my hair needs heavier products. So I wasn't sure if I even said this in my response to her. Are you, do you have fine hair and you have type 3 hair? Then I think that's different than if someone is like me and they have fine hair, but they have type 4 hair and that their hair is more prone to be dry and frizzy and, needs a lot more care when detangling because I do watch some type 3 influencers, not too many just because I can't really relate to their content very well. But one of them that I usually recommend to anyone is Jamari here on YouTube. I love her content. I just love her content, like so aesthetic. She's so just like such like a cool person. Like if you see her, she's just like really cool and put together. But anyway, I love her type 3 hair care routine. A lot of the products that she used were very light. And so if you're someone that has fine hair, but you have type 3, then I would say go for someone who has type 3 hair and uses lighter products. Like she used a lot of mousse and she used gels that weren't super heavy. And yeah, she did end up using, I think she ended up using, I feel like did she use the Miel? She used a Miel product, but I don't remember which one. But yeah, that's someone that I recommend looking into if you have type 3 hair and you want to find some tips for type 3 hair. But to answer her question, like I said, I think it depends on your hair type. So if you have type 4 hair, I definitely think you can get away with using heavy creams. You might just have to use less because you don't have as much hair, density to account for, but that is something that I would just keep in mind. It's kind of hard to say only if I see the person's hair and, experiment with it myself, then I would be able to say, oh yeah, you should use lighter products or you don't need this. But another thing you have to keep in mind is your wash day. So if you have fine hair and you're worried about your hair being weighed down, but you do still need that moisture, worrying about what you use on wash day is important. So deep conditioners that are really moisturizing is going to help you a lot, and maybe not shampooing your hair every week, maybe shampooing, you know, every other week or every month like I do. So you kind of have to experiment with the regimen that you have, and the products sometimes do matter, but technique also matters sometimes too. So keep that in mind. Okay. Next question is, how long do your wash and goes last, and do you also do them in the winter time? I have high porosity hair too. So I wash my hair once a week, and so for my wash and goes, by the end of the week, it's time to wash it. I've seen people that can do wash and goes, I think a week is like the standard. I don't think I've ever encountered anyone that has wash and go routines that last like 2 weeks. Maybe they're just that good, or maybe their hair has a really good job of being defined. My hair isn't naturally defined, so I think that's why the time limits, like I have a limit to how long I can wear my wash and goes. But usually if I do my wash and go on a Sunday, by like Saturday, Sunday, it's time for it to be washed again. And if I do them in the winter time, I was for a second there, but your hair can still be wet, so it's probably not the best. I do sometimes get a head cold if I have my wash and go in the winter time, but I do blow dry my hair, like I diffuse it. So my hair isn't completely drenched in water, but I would say that there is that possibility. Someone. Okay, so moisturizing versus protein treating. If I take, what the, it's not letting me see it. Okay, perfect. Okay, so moisturizing versus protein treating. If I take a strand of my hair and pull it to check, oh my gosh. I don't know. The chat's like disappearing and it's annoying. Hold on, let me look at my other computer. Hold on, you guys. I'm not a liver, so I don't usually go on live, so please bear with me. I'm trying to learn this as I go. I think I can see it on my iPad. Okay, perfect. Okay, so moisturizing versus protein treating. If I take a strand of hair and pull it to check its health, how much stretching before it snaps is too much stretching? High porosity here too. I appreciate your perspective on too much protein. That's from Elizabeth. Hi Elizabeth, thanks for watching. So to answer your question about the pulling, so yeah, you want to make sure that your hair is drenched in water. So I don't usually just randomly take my hair and pull it. I make sure it's underwater. So how much stretching is too much? It is a strand of hair, so it can break because it's just one strand of hair. I think once you stretch your hair and you feel that, like kind of like a rubber band, when you stretch a rubber band, but you feel that it has some strength and it's starting to like recoil almost, or it's reaching the limit of stretching, but you still feel that, dare I say, like end barrier of stretching. If you sense that your hair, it still has a little bit of strength to it. Of course, if you pull it, it's gonna break, but that's how you know. So if you stretch it and you do feel like it has a little bit of strength, then that's fine. But as you learn your hair and you see how it reacts when you have more protein in it versus when there's not enough protein, then that's how you will know. I'm sorry if that doesn't help. I should probably make like a video like explaining that. But there are videos on YouTube, so that's why I was like not going to, because there's a couple videos out there already, but maybe I can make a dedicated one. So thank you for your question. I hope that answered it. So yeah. Okay. next question. How do I know when I need moisture versus protein? I feel like, oh, you're welcome. How do I know when I need moisture versus protein? So if you watch any of my protein moisture balance videos, you will know that when your hair needs protein, it's because your hair, like your curls, look a little lifeless. When I notice that I need protein, I notice that my hair is really hard to detangle. I notice that my hair sticks together really easily. So when I put my hair under the water and I'm trying to use like, my regular conditioner and I'm detangling it, I notice that it takes forever. I noticed that my hair strands kind of coil up on each other and it's really hard to like separate them. So what that means is my hair cuticle is raised and the hairs are kind of like getting tangled more. So that's something that kind of lets me know, hey, it's time to use some protein. Because I noticed that when I do use protein, my hair kind of like separates a lot easier and I feel like the hair is a little more sealed off. So as I've mentioned in my videos, protein coats the hair, and when the cuticle is closed, your hair tends to feel more smooth, and it does not like mesh together as much. It bounces up and like separates a lot easier. So that's usually my sign that it's time for protein. Also, when my hair is a lot more frizzy, and also when my curls don't bounce as much and they don't like recoil as much. So if I do twists or some type of hairstyle and as my hair is drying, it doesn't shrink up as much, then I know it might be time for some protein. But usually when my hair feels weak and it's snapping very easily and it's hard to detangle, that's usually when I know it's time for some protein. I've been using protein every other week recently. So I have masks that have just a little bit of protein. And then there's ones that are like actual protein treatments that usually have more than one type of protein and also have larger proteins in them. Go check out my protein moisture balance video. I talk about the proteins based on size and how that determines how strengthening the mask is. But just from deep conditioner wise, I usually use a really strengthening deep conditioner, then I co-wash and use moisture only, like no protein, then like a lightly strengthening deep conditioner, then co-wash with moisture only, and then do my strengthening deep conditioner. And then I still co-wash regardless, and I shampoo once a month. So yeah, I should probably explain that a little bit better in a video, but yeah, that's essentially my wash day routine, like protein moisture balance. But how I know when my hair needs moisture, when your hair is dry, like I think it's really easy to tell when your hair needs moisture. But another thing is if you are using too much protein, your hair will just feel very tight. Like it'll just feel dry and very like strong and not very stretchy. Like it's kind of like when you use a gel on your hair and the moisture evaporates and your hair just feels a little bit hard. Your hair can kind of feel that way if your hair needs protein. So, I mean, if your hair needs moisture. So those are the signs that I use to tell when I need protein versus moisture. Okay, this wasn't really a question, but this is something that someone asked. It said affordable hair products. So I'll just talk about some that I love. What are some that I love? I think I didn't want to have to stand up, but I feel like I need to. Hold on, let me grab some that come to mind. Okay, I grabbed some products that came to my mind. Okay. So the first one that came to my mind is obviously my Can't2 sulfate-free hydrating cream conditioner. The price went up in this, but I was at Target the other day and it said $7 and something cents. So I don't know. I'm going to Target after I get off this live, so I'll be able to see like what the actual price is. But right now this says it's $10, which is more than it used to be. But this is something that came to mind, and I think the smaller size is $5. So I always recommend this because I think it's so versatile. You can use this for co-washing and detangling, and it's really good. Another question. Another product that I love is this. This is the Garnier Fructis Cocoa Butter Hair Treatment. I actually just posted about this on my last TikTok video or an Instagram video. I talked about some products that I've been trying lately, and this is one of them. It's just a hair mask. So it's a 3-in-1. So apparently you can use this as a pre-poo, you can use it as a deep conditioner and as a mask, which is interesting because I thought deep conditioner and a mask were the same thing, but maybe not. So yeah, but it's just a mask and I love it. It's really good quality. It smells really strong. I don't really like the smell that much. It's not too bad, but this is something that I think is only $5. So this is another product that is affordable that I recommend, and it is 12 fluid ounces, I think, but regardless, really inexpensive. It says to leave it on for 5 minutes, but I leave it on for 10 minutes because usually lighter deep conditioners I use for 10 minutes. I don't really notice a lot of a difference when I use the mask for less than 10 minutes. So it's 10 to 20 is like my go-to range. And then another product that I love, it's the Carol's Daughter Cocoa Cream mask. It has a really long name, but it's like the orange mask. I really love this. I've been trying to use my other products, but I really wanted to use this because I haven't used this in a while. It smells so good. This mask is amazing. I love this and I missed using this so much. So this is $10, I think, but you get a pretty good amount, like 12 fluid ounces for $10. I think that's pretty good. I know the price of everything is kind of going up right now, but this is a mask that I definitely recommend. So yeah, definitely stood out to me. Okay, next from Mio, I haven't talked about this yet on my channel. This is the Hawaiian Ginger Overnight Conditioner. I really like this. I think this was, I don't remember the price of this. I feel like this was like $10. I could be wrong, but yeah, doesn't smell the best, but this is a protein-free deep conditioner. You're supposed to use this overnight. I wouldn't recommend that. I leave this in for 20 minutes just because I try to leave it on I try to leave it on as long as possible, just because, you know, if it's supposed to be left in overnight, I want to give it the most amount of time. So usually for 20 minutes, and it's protein free, and my hair really likes this. It's really thick, but it does sink into my hair. So I like this. And then the last one, I only tried this once. I didn't really like the experience of using this product. This is the Eden Body Works hair mask treatment. I didn't love the experience of using this just because this is the thickest mask I've ever used in my life. Like, I was actually kind of curious, like, is this actually gonna like sink into my hair? But it did. So I didn't love the experience of it, and it kind of smells like Play-Doh. So it wasn't the best experience, but I mean, 16 fluid ounces, and this is only $9.99. So you can't get better than that. So that's the only reason why I recommend it. So yeah, those are some affordable products that I swear by. Other than that, the other products that I use are not, I mean, the shampoo that I use is okay. Products are kind of expensive. I'm not gonna lie to you. So yeah, that's why when people ask for affordable things, there's just so many ingredients that I try to avoid. So I try to find things that, you know, align with what I want in a product, but I can't always find that. But those are some products that I recommend that are affordable. Okay, I think I'm gonna also address this. I am on different social media platforms, but I've been getting a lot of questions everywhere about like how to deep condition. Yeah, everyone's asking, how do you deep condition your hair? I'm not judging anybody because, some things you might think everyone knows how to do and some people don't. So when I get questions like, how do you deep condition your hair? It just really I don't know. I'm just like, wow, are we not doing a good job of showing people how to take care of their hair? It worries me, I'm like, wow. So yeah, you apply the conditioner to your hair and you let it sit. You use a shower cap, or you can use a plastic bag, like a Target bag. That's what I use, like any type of shopping bag. That's what I use. And you just sit in your hair, you rinse it out, and that's how you deep condition your hair. So yeah, you can even use like any type of conditioner. So if you don't have a deep conditioner, you can use just like a regular rinse out conditioner. And that's how you deep condition your hair. I don't know if those people are going to find this video, but that's just something that I've been getting a lot of questions about like everywhere. So I thought I would just address it. So yeah. And that's why I keep making videos, because some people still have questions that I'm like, oh, I thought everyone knew that. Like I honestly felt like everyone knew everything about natural hair. And like there's so many people that are like, no, like I still need help with like, in my opinion, kind of simple things. So yeah, but that's how you deep condition your hair, in case anyone was ever curious. Okay, this is a good one. My hair is a dry, frizzy mess. I don't even know where to start. So yeah, someone answered this and I definitely agree with what she said. She's basically just like, drench your hair in conditioner and start to work through it. And I definitely agree. I've had situations where my hair has been a dry, tangled mess. Back when I really didn't start my natural hair journey, but I started experimenting with wearing my hair curly in the summer. And I wasn't using the right products for my hair like at all. Yeah, so I would just say, if your hair is a dry, frizzy mess, use water, like wet it. I wouldn't necessarily go into the shower. Like you could. If your hair is a dry, frizzy mess, try to section it some way. So usually what I do is I split it in two and then I just kind of work through it. Use some type of conditioner. It can be a pre-poo, it can be a mask, a deep conditioner. Would not go in straight with shampoo, would use some type of conditioner. And yeah, I'll work through it that way. So that's how I would start to work through my hair if it was a dry, frizzy mess, which I've been there, girl. Just, yeah. From then on, try to keep your hair stretched and organized in some way. Like I know that people like to do like the big chunky braids and like the big twists. Just any type of style to keep your strands from like, um, you know, tangling up together. I noticed that styles where my hair is in twists or something is a lot easier to manage day to day and week to week, rather than like having my hair all up in a bun or in a puff or something like that. So that's something that I keep in mind when my hair is a dry, frizzy mess. Hello to everyone who is joining. I hope I get more questions that I find. I hope I can find more questions because you guys kind of missed them, but hopefully you can watch the replay and get some tips from there. We're just going through some things. Okay. I think I answered this question already. Could you recommend the types of shampoo that is best for high porosity hair? Okay, so this is a little bit different because not exactly like which conditioners, but which types. I think the best shampoos that are for high porosity hair are ones that are considered moisturizing shampoos. Shampoos have just always been drying for my hair. Like, okay, definitely like sulfate shampoos and like very harsh ingredients in shampoos can make your hair feel a lot more dry. So I don't recommend harsh shampoos. I just recommend ones that are considered moisturizing. So yes, I'm trying to think. I feel like I made a video recently talking about the different types of hair cleansers. Yeah. My ingredients that I would avoid in that video. I talked about the different types of hair cleansers. So I like C14, 16, olein sulfonate. That's my favorite cleanser because I feel like the ones that are not as cleansing, like decoglucoside and cocoa glucoside, I noticed that they don't cleanse my hair very well. So C14, 16, olein sulfonate is my favorite. However, you have to just see how your hair reacts to it. So I would say which shampoos are best for high porosity hair are definitely ones that have moisture and aren't too drying on your hair. Would love a video about how you figured out which cleansers you prefer. You're bringing out that organic chem. I love it. Girl, you just sent me back to a whole different time. Organic chemistry was, I had to take that in college. I don't know if it was my least favorite class in college, but it was definitely up there. Like organic chemistry was one of those classes where you were really like fighting for your grade. And my teacher was just, he was a character. But I got a recommendation letter for him though. I was not playing. I was like, can you get me a recommendation letter since I worked so hard in your class? Oh my gosh, yes. But yeah, no, I definitely did, you know, have to figure out the process. So I can talk about it. I mean, I in my ingredients video that I talked about not liking sulfates, I talked about different cleansers. So I don't know, hopefully, I don't know if that will be enough. I wonder if you could like elaborate like specifically what you want me to talk about in the video. Like, did you want me to talk about specific products or like go through the ingredients list with you, like with the camera or things like that? Like, could you elaborate? I'm really interested to know what type of details you would want in the video. Okay, next question. Is jojoba oil, okay, ingredients list. Okay, gotcha. Okay, alrighty. I could do that, definitely. Okay. Next, is jojoba oil good for sealing moisture? Should I seal it with the oil or a cream? So I've never used jojoba oil, but I do know that in learning about natural hair ingredients, that jojoba oil is supposed to be chemically the most similar to our natural hair sebum, like the natural oils we make in our scalp. So for that reason, at first I thought it would not be, but I think it just kind of depends on your hair chemistry. So for someone that's maybe low porosity or has finer hair, maybe even like a looser hair texture, I would say it could be sealing. But then for someone who has naturally dry hair, maybe high porosity, you might need something thicker and heavier. So jojoba oil might not be the best for you. So yeah, I should probably experiment with that oil, but I've never used it. So that's just what I've learned about it. But the fact that it is the natural oil in our hair is pretty promising. So maybe it is, but yeah, I don't know. So that's what I have to say about jojoba oil. And then I saw a question pop up. Okay. After a deep conditioner and hydrating shampoo, can I still use an oil treatment and seal with grapeseed oil? So I have seen, I definitely have seen like a video from like Natural 85 here on YouTube. I've watched videos of hers and I think she has used an oil in the shower. And I also follow Why Not Go Natural on Instagram. I love her page. She's like, it's so cute. But anyways, yeah, I've seen people deep condition and use oil to seal it. I've seen them use oil and then like rinse it out. So I feel like you can do it. I've personally never done it that way, but I feel like you can. And grapeseed oil, I feel like just in reading about grapeseed oil, I think that was considered a light oil, but I feel like grapeseed oil is heavy, kind of like an olive oil. But if you're asking about a hot oil treatment, then yeah, you can do a hot oil treatment before shampooing. That's actually what I recommend, because then the oil isn't really like left all over your hair. So Hopefully I answered your question. Feel free to ask a follow-up question if I didn't really answer it properly. Okay, this is a good one. Hey, I want to not have to manipulate my hair, but it seems impossible as it feels like I have to style my hair and moisturize it pretty much every other day. Would be great to hear your thoughts. So, if you're finding that you have to manipulate your hair every other day, like re-moisturize it, then you don't have enough moisturizing products. Like you don't have enough moisture in your hair. So, the times when I've had to do that is when the product isn't moisturizing enough, like not heavy enough, and also when I was trying to figure out which products to layer over what. So before, I think, excuse me, pardon me, I feel like, I forget when, but essentially in that case, your hair is drying out quicker. So that means that maybe the product works well, but you didn't seal it properly. So in that case, I would add some creams on top and make sure you're using enough oil. Like, what? No. I would layer some creams and use a heavier oil. I've noticed that also when my hair is drying out quickly, that means that I just am not using a heavy enough sealant. So that's in that instance, I have just increased the weight of my oils. So when I first started my journey, I was using coconut oil. Coconut oil is fine, but I liked it in the beginnings and it was working. Then it wasn't, as my hair got more healthy, less damaged, it needed heavier oils because it was more dry. So then I went to olive oil, and then again, not heavy enough. My hair was getting more healthy and looked like it needed more oils, like heaviness, like more moisture and things like that, and more sealing. So then I went up to castor oil, and that's it. So if you have that problem where your hair is drying out really quickly and you're having to remanipulate it every other day to moisturize it, I would say use a heavier oil, or you might need to use heavier products, or you need to layer your products with like creams and things like that. So you might need to increase the weight of your products. Okay, and then someone said, I don't remember the context of her question, but she said, "How's coconut oil?" I think she just wants to say, like, in general, what do you think of coconut oil? Yeah, like I haven't used straight coconut oil in my hair in a while. I've talked about this in my protein videos in the past. I feel like coconut oil is an oil that acts like a protein in that it makes your hair retain protein for longer. So, yeah, coconut oil doesn't inherently have protein, but it makes your hair hold on to the protein. So, yeah, that is my experience with coconut oil. Fast forward, I've reintroduced coconut oil into my routine. I don't like use straight coconut oil on my hair or anything, but products that I use, I don't mind if they have coconut oil in them. I find that the beneficial ingredients and the different ingredients that are also incorporated in the formula help to help me to not notice the effects of the coconut oil. I find that the effects of the product on my hair don't really depend on whether or not there's coconut oil in the formula. So I don't really notice it. I actually think it's a good thing because it is an oil and I do like oils in my hair. So there we go. That's what I think. Okay, someone asked, this is a good question. Yeah, what does co-wash mean? Yeah, it's short for conditioner wash in case you were ever curious. It's a way to cleanse your hair without having to shampoo it. I personally love it. There is a lot of debate as to whether it does clean your hair. I'm not saying it is going to remove a bunch of buildup from your hair, but it might. Like, I know some products that I use on my hair that even though they are gels, they rinse out really easily, and the conditioner is enough to get the buildup of the product off of my hair. So, in my experience, I've been able to cleanse my hair with co-wash. So the way you're supposed to do it is it's supposed to be like a physical wash. So the actual rubbing of your scalp and getting the conditioner to rub into your hair is supposed to pick up some of the dirt that's rinsed away with the conditioner. It's not supposed to be like, where it's a soap, where it's really like getting in there and like, cleansing to the point where like your hair is left stripped of oils. It's not supposed to be that. It's supposed to be something in between. But I've noticed that my hair can feel dry with a co-wash. Like, I don't think that, you know, I feel like the act of washing my hair can just make my hair dry out naturally. Like, also because my hair is high porosity and my hair dries out easily. So yeah, but that's the point of co-washing. Okay, this is good. So someone is asking about the no oils, no butter debate. And the person said that they've been watching a lot of videos where people were happy with the results of the no butters, no oil trend. And they said, I understand not wanting to change your routine if you already like it, but I think the 30-day detox is something people should try if their natural hair is unmanageable, time consuming, dry, etc. So, yeah, in my opinion, I mean, I don't know, maybe. I think that's up for personal debate. I think, if people are happy with what they're doing, that's fine. But if you think that people should give it a try, yeah, they should. But some people don't want to. So, free will at the end of the day. But yeah, I don't know. I've never seen anybody use the 30-day detox and like it. But then again, I don't really look for that kind of time. That I don't look for that kind of content. Like, I didn't do much research on it. Like I said in the video, I looked at some things and I was like, no, like, I need oils in my hair. My hair loves oils and I know my hair. So I think that's why I never branched out and tried it. But if you want to use it, go ahead. If you want to use the no butters, no oil trend, like, it's perfectly fine. I think it's been about an hour. So I think I'm going to end it there. I really hope you guys enjoyed this live. Thank you so much for joining me. This was fun. I want to do this again. So yeah, feel free to leave any other questions you have in the comment section in the replay. And I hope that you like this video and you subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, I'm really excited to add this new type of content to my channel. So I hope you guys have a great day, have a great Saturday, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.